Hey y'all, this is Xterra. Happy to welcome you to a fabulous epic Claw of Vulkoor run. As you can see, we're getting prepared now, casting up some buffs, a little bit haste, rage, some greater heroism. We're fortunate to have a bard with us this time, so getting some nice bard songs also. This is probably the easiest epic quest you can do, as long as you have the right components. All you need are a caster from S-Holds and a rogue to ride around in his backpack. Since I'm a rogue, we'll be able to follow my perspective on this and see exactly what it entails. This first part, you have to kill this giant to get past the firewall. He starts out as non-aggressive, as you can see. After he gets done talking to the drow and yelling at them like he does right now.
Silence, slaves! Curse you and your insolence! Squirm like the vermins you are! Squirm before your master!
Then he becomes targetable. I hit him with a irresistible dance from the epic big top there. He's not red named, he's just dark orange, so you can level drain him, you can stun him, you can hold him. Right now we're trying to level drain him down so that his will save is low enough that we can get a hold on him and then start using these dream spitters to better effect. It's not going too well. Zuri was given a lot of saves. I think pretty soon here he's going to get held, and then he'll be an auto crit status, and the dream spitters will start working their magic. It's kind of a boring initial fight. He's got a ridiculous number of hit points, hence why Dream Spitter is so helpful against him. And he's held, he's getting drained, and he's down much faster. At this point, the rogue or other person who is going to be doing all the carrying will collect the scorpions and Iona's staff. You use those later on to pacify the guardians and to open up the way to later parts of the quest. Make sure that the person who actually plans on doing the run, the stealther or invis runner, is the one who gets the staff, otherwise you won't be able to proceed. Here's a couple more giants. There's 7 giants you have to kill in all. So after the first one though, they're all just basic giants, and you can hold them very easily with a DC of even 32 catches giants easily. As you see, they get held, they get dream spittered, and they die. There's a secret door over here. It's really easy to find, especially since everyone is true seeing at level 20. Just open it up, and then open the hole there. There's a giant that paths up the hall at this hole, and as you can see, there's kind of a lever down at the bottom of that hole. When you aggro the giant, he will run to that lever and pull it and activate a fire trap. The team ran ahead, and they got a stun on him to interrupt him from actually doing the trap, so we didn't have to worry about that. And there's the hold, and there's the dream spitters. And he's done. I'm coming back here to search out and disable the trap, mostly for fire trap parts, but also so everyone can see where it is. As you see, all of those little heads each spout its own gout of fire, and they are all over the place. So an easier way to do it is to stand at the top of that hole, wait for the giant to path up, get a hold on him while you're still up above it, and then jump down and kill him while he's held.
Iona whispers,
that's the second to last giant there. He just barely got there in time to get the plates on him. And here's the last giant. He's held, and he's going down. It's important that this last giant be aggroed so that he is allowed to turn on the fire trap over there, because that is where all of the party members other than the rogue or other stealther are going to go in order to die. So now you see I'm getting some buffs from our wizard and our bard, and I'm switching over to my stealth gear, and I'm getting ready to grab some soul stones, and then I will carry us through the rest of the quest. Takes a while to get buffed sometimes. A hero's feast, that's good, I needed that. Some jump. The important buffs here are greater heroism, so that you have a little bit higher stealth, or hide and move silence. Invis is helpful, so there's a couple places you can unstealth and run around invis without aggroing any mobs. a late haste so that you can get around a little bit faster, um, a fire protection, and a resist fire. There is one point at the end where you'll have to jump in lava. Also, jump is helpful if you don't already have a good base jump. So there I step on the octagon, I pick the staff back up, the octagon once activated will open up the way forward, and we begin the stealth run. So there's this one healing scorpion to the left, there's also two roaming scorpions that are kind of randomly placed. They weren't roaming near the entrance there, so I got a nice easy walkthrough. Fall down, spin around, walk into this tunnel. There's a couple of healing scorpions to the left there. There's no roaming scorpions in this part, so you walk up. There's the first guardian to the right. Walk up, step on the octagon, pick the staff back up, and the guardian is pacified, and the way forward is moved so that you can get in. There's a roaming scorpion on this part. He paths all the way down to that door and then back up. He's pretty slow, so at this wide part on the tunnel I like to walk past him. Sometimes I don't get a chance. You just have to walk behind him the entire way, but you know, better safe than sorry. There's the second guardian to the right and the second octagon to the left. Step on the octagon, pick the staff up, and walk right past that guardian. Whenever you see the little floaty stun symbol above the guardian, that means they've been pacified, they're no longer a threat, they will no longer detect you, they will no longer attack you. Of course, the purpose of this whole quest is to not aggro any scorpions, and to pacify all of the guardians so that you get 2 bonus chests at the end, in addition to the epic chest for doing it on epic. On this part, I'm invised at the moment, so I was jumping up that little chasm. There's a roaming scorpion there that kind of paths in a circle in that room. The guardian here, pretty far away, no real threat. Stealth right up, grab the staff, walk right past. The fourth guardian here paths pretty quickly up and down this line. He paths on the brown part, so if you just walk on the green part, he'll go right past you. You have enough time to walk past him, pacify him, and then move on without him seeing you. I don't have any enhanced stealth speed, so you can do that with just your basic stealth speed. This one is kind of close to the pad, so I like to step on the pad and then back up. I probably don't need to, but I like to play it safe on this quest. As you can see, there's a roaming scorpion that just walked to my left. He will path all the way down this green pathway, and he will path both left and right. He has kind of a screwy path, so if he's in front of you and you need to get past him, just stand and wait and let him, you know, get past. There's this last roaming scorpion over here. You can pass him. Almost all the roaming scorpions will stick to the green, and he won't step on the brown there. At this part, this is where a rogue comes in handy. I place a noisemaker there right next to that vase. After about 10 seconds, a noisemaker goes off, and it will lure anything nearby it over there because it hears it. If you place it right next to that urn, then only the guardian will get pulled, and neither of the 2 healing scorpions next to him will. As you can see there, once he's pulled, you can step on the thing, grab the staff, and move forward. I get to ask this question a lot, so I'll just let you know that I run this with a 60 hide and move silent, and I've never gotten spotted if I do it properly. As you see there, I drop into the lava and then jump without ever leaving stealth, because you can jump while stealthed while in water, although you can't jump while stealthed while on land. So that makes sense. I hit myself with a new haste there from a haste clicky, re-stealth. After you've jumped past the lava and onto the rock back at the beginning of the lava area there, you can unstealth, and if you're invis, the giant will not aggro onto you. For the second part, I placed a noisemaker all the way against that back wall next to the urns. This will lure those 3 healing scorpions far enough back that I will have a chance to open this door, run into the next room, and close the door before they aggro onto me. On this particular run, I did not do that successfully, so you'll get to see what you do if you don't. As you see, I missed the jump there on that lever, and that gave one of the healing scorpions enough time to get through. Of course, you have to jump on the lever because when you turn it, you activate more fire traps. But if you're on the lever, they don't hit you, which makes it pretty easy to bypass. So now I'm figuring out exactly how I want to get past this. So you open the door back up, and hopefully you'll never have to experience this, but basically you run around like a fool until you think all the scorpions are far enough away from that door, and then you run back and try to close it again. So here I am trying to lure all the scorpions away. I make a couple passes at it, and we'll see if it works. They're all pretty far, pretty far. The healing scorpions do stun, so if you get hit by them, you might get stunned and quickly killed. Luckily I lured them far enough away that time and was able to close the
The
door
air in this
and
chamber
move
is dusty
forward.
and stagnant. It must not have been
Don't touch
disturbed
any of the
for
treasure in
centuries.
here. I don't actually know what it does. I've never touched it myself, but it's bad. So just don't and move on, and you'll get all of your rewards at the end. I'd place another noisemaker just to the right of that pillar, and then I come and stand behind this pillar. And I used to stand closer, but the Scorpion Guardian will occasionally have a very strange path to get to that noisemaker. I think he has it in this run, and he can spot you because he will run in random directions like that, off to the right for some reason. So loot him away, come, stand on the octagon, and pick up staff. He's pacified. That's all the guardians. The last door is
Iona
open,
whispers,
and we're
There it
here
is.
at the end.
We've done it. Behold the claw of
And there is
Vulkoor.
a 12-minute victory on Claw of Vulkoor, even with a messed up
Iona
little
whispers,
lever door section.
A roaming scorpion has spotted you. Watch out for ambush.
And at this point, I just switch out some of my gear, grab some res scrolls, and pick up all the rest of the party. As you can see, we didn't have a healer on this run, so a healer is not necessary. All you need is someone who can stealth down to the bottom, hopefully a rogue for trap making, and a caster for mass hold. You can also do this quest as a caster or as a non-caster with invisibility and luring guardians away by having them hear you, but it's just a little bit more dangerous, and this is the easiest way to do it, and because I am a rogue, this is how I do it. I think that's it. You'll see some amazing epic loot out of the chests. Really amazing loot this time. Makes me proud to be an epic runner. Of course, the wonderful epic chest. A variety of red fen epic item seals drop out of this chest. You get about 50 to 60 epic dungeon fragments off the top. And that is it. Thank you all for joining me.